First ball game in the books. Let's just talk about the bad, the ugly, and the downright terrible. Terrible. But it wasn't all terrible. There's some good spots. Let's talk. What is going on, Raider Nation? It is your guy, Raider Ed, aka Raider Primo, in the building. We got a good one for you guys. Good one. We are going to be recapping the 2025 preseason opener against the Seattle Seahawks. 23-23 tie. Wasn't good. It wasn't great, wasn't bad. I mean, it was kind of like a tale of two halves, really. The first half really got off to a slow start. Really nothing to be excited about. Defense was kind of getting pushed around. The offense couldn't get anything going. Kind of what we've seen in years past with these Raiders. But again, everyone's going to overreact. It is preseason, so people are already hitting that panic button because we're Raiders fans. Sorry, you guys. I think I need a. That is what I miss. Give me a sec. Usually, that's 10 times better. So I usually use a light to give better lighting. And it's like hurting my eyes, but usually that's because I have the ceiling light on. I didn't have it on, but it was very, very a tale of two halves. The first half, more to be desired, especially from our quote unquote backups, our starters. And then our third strings came in and they got we started cooking. We started cooking with oil, whatever you guys want to call it. But the second half definitely, or at least really, you could say fourth quarter, really, that's really where things started to really pick up. But we're going to all talk about it. So, guys, share this around on the way in. Hit that subscribe button if you are not subscribed yet. If you love Raider content just like this, love game breakdowns, recaps, previews, news, please subscribe to your guy Primo over here. Hit that like button and also hit the bell so you guys are not missing anything. We already got 7 people coming on the way in. Please, guys, share it around with your friends, your family, your co-workers, your main chick, your side chick, whatever you got to do, bro. Share it around. Get the channel growing. Let's see who's in the building right now. We got Chronicles in the building. He says first half was sloppy. It very can't talk right now. Very was Chronicles. It very was. Sean Ian Report Johnson. Salute Primos. Hey, salute to you, Sean. Chronicles, we definitely are going to talk about Cam Miller. Cam Miller looked good last night. He did. Leak Eye, salute to you, man. Welcome to the building. Welcome into the building. But let's get right into it, you guys. The Raiders and the Seahawks had a 23-23 tie. I'm kind of fumbling saying that because it's very uncommon that happens with our Raiders. And by no means necessary, it didn't look good. It did not look good in the first half. Geno Smith, he was 1 for 3, had 15 yards, but there were 2 key drops. There's a drop on the sideline to Dante Thornton, and there's a surprising drop to Jacoby Myers on a screen pass that looked like it could have picked up a lot of yardage. He had blockers in front. There was only about like 2 or 3 defenders that was gonna be close to him. And then in the running game, you had Ashton Genty with 3 carries, -1 yards. We're gonna get into that because again, Raider fans, y'all gotta chill on who you calling a bust and who you not, especially off of 3 carries. But like I said, we're gonna get into that. They had I don't know if it was Amir White, Raheem Mostert. That was they were splitting carries behind him. But Mostert had to carry it for 11 yards. Amir had 2 for 2 yards. Again, just talking about the starters, you guys, we'll get into later in the game. Dante Thornton had a catch for 17 yards. Could have been a little bit more. We're going to get into that. Trey Tucker had a catch for 15 yards. It was on a bootleg to the right. Geno Smith hit him. Good throw, good catch, good route. Also, he got the corner to bite on a deep route. Corner bit, cut it back to the sideline, and Geno hit him in the numbers, right in the numbers. And I love to see that. Jacoby Myers, like I said, he was targeted, but he had the drop. If you want to put Besh in there, Besh had a catch for 5 yards, and it kind of just really didn't hear much out of him. I didn't see the entire film. I'm gonna go back to look at more of the film of Jack Besh. I'm gonna see how many snaps he took because, like I said, because we didn't really see anything from the receiving game. I want to see, okay, was it just Aiden wasn't getting him the football? Like, what was it? Was he open on some plays? Was he? How was his release? How was his route running? How was his blocking in the run game? Definitely going to go back and look at that. But for the most part, I really just went play by play, kind of slowly dissecting. But as the week progresses, definitely going to kind of dissect the film a little bit more. And then on the defensive side, really just Jamal Adams is Isaiah Palomalu. Like, you just cannot ask for more what we seen yesterday. I'm trying to find his stats here. Where is he? Jamal, where are you at? There's so many people. There he is. Jamal Adams. He had 3 total tackles, 3 solo tackles, and he was all over the field. I mean, I loved what I seen from Adams. If he can stay healthy, and that was really the big thing. There was like no talent issue with Jamal Adams, no football IQ with Jamal. It was just got to stay healthy. We can stay healthy, man. Him at linebacker, I think he can make some noise. And then Isaiah Palomalu, he had 2 tackles, 1 solo tackle, and he did have a pick, an amazing interception. He also had a pass breakup also. So I liked what I seen from those guys. But again, we're going to talk about the rest of the starters, specifically the offensive line. But I want to acknowledge the chat. We got 10 people in the building. Thank you guys for pulling up. Let me see who else is in here. We got Leak Eye, we got Chronicles, we got Alex M in the building. I'm not panicking. After 3 carries, Genty will be good. We definitely gonna talk about it because some people in Raider Nation, bro, they wilding, bro. They wilding. Leak Eye, Labe gave us a boost in the second half. Bro, we're gonna talk about everything. Bachman, Thornton, Labe had a good night. Yes, they did. Let me see. ASAP's in the building. I knew the Chargers were not going to be contenders because they had too many injuries prior to what happened yesterday with freaking Slater being out for the season. Literally killed the whole vibe. You know what? ASAP was crazy because I still had the Chargers as contenders only because of coaching. Comes back to coaching. But definitely, yeah, Slater definitely hurt their chances. Leak Guy, the kicker missing 2 field goals. Carson needs to clean up his mistakes. Well, one of them was blocked, and I mean, when they showed the replay, that was just a really good special teams. Like, that dude took height. I don't even know who it was on the Seahawks, but he jumped up and it was an impressive play. The first one though that you're talking about, Leak Guy, I don't know what happened. I don't even think that field goal should even counted, or I think it should just went to the half because we didn't have any timeouts, and it was weird because I don't know if I was tripping, but the clock stopped, and I thought the Seahawks took a timeout, which wouldn't have made any sense because we still had the possession unless they thought they could have got something out of it. But I don't know. There's no timeout from them. It was weird. It was weird. CGR, my guy in the building. Also, I think I missed you too. You were like, Raiders. I don't know if I missed you when you said that, but it salutes to you, CGR, for coming in the building. One of the mods up in here. And then Alex, defense was rusty and needs to do much better tackling this game. Yeah, definitely. Alex, offensive line shuffle struggled often. Definitely. But let's get into it, you guys. let's get into. Oh yeah, man, George Alani. Bro, we're gonna talk about all of this. We're gonna talk about all of this. Made with the big stop. I feel like he did good on the D line, other than Lalu with the penalties. Oh, bro, we're gonna talk about it. Hey, ASAP, y'all be safe out there because that injury bug be freaking lurking. Hey, it hit us last year, ASAP. Bad too. It hit us. Our defense was the Raiders' defense was nasty. I think sitting out all camp prior to them jumping into the full contact doesn't help the players out. Stop being nice, Primo. No, it's all no. Really, I really did have the Chargers as contenders, but now yeah, with that Slater injury, hey, who knows? Who knows? And thank you to my man CGR. Yes, guys, go subscribe, go hit the like, go hit the bell and share it. Copy the link if you need to and just share it. Let's get as many people as we can in here and let's talk about this game yesterday. By no means, I looked at I've been watching the film all morning and I only could get to probably the middle of the second quarter. I had other things that I needed to take care of. Didn't really have a lot of time, but I was eager to watch the film. I was very, very eager to watch the film to see what went wrong with the starters because I know all of us, we were excited to see Genty to go out there and his stat line was disgusting. 3 carries, -1 yards, long of a 3-yard carry. And I think we're beating up on Genty a little bit too much, you guys. Let me see if I can I'll show you guys. I'll pull it up here to show you guys because it was disgusting to watch. This offensive line just have no holes open for Genty. And there was one play, and it was actually his 3-yard carry. It was his 3-yard carry that he got, that he had a hole, and it just closed so quick. And Meredith and Glaze are the guys that I was watching on the two on that first carry. Man, I gotta do all this signing in and crap. What the hell? Like, give me a sec. But yeah, give me a sec, you guys, as I sign in. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell on the way in, and share with family, share with anybody that you know that loves Raider content, loves talking Raider ball, loves talking just football in general. Get them on the way in here. Get them on the way in here. That is the pen. What are you talking about? I was about to say. Let me see. I got my notes coming in from Sean Ian Rapoport Johnson. He got some additional notes that he wants to bring to the show. Appreciate the support, ASAP. Appreciate it. Chronicles can't run the ball when the defense is in your lap, bro. Chronicles is facts. And Leak Eye, bro, you ain't shit, bro. Open up the hole. Pause. Hey, depending what hole we opening up, bro, it ain't gotta be pause worthy. Alex Collier did very good, but against backups. Hey, that's it. We got Van City in the building. I love talking Raider football. Talk that shit, Van City. Talk that shit. But yeah, let me see if I can pull it up because I want to show you guys so you guys just think I ain't bullshitting. But Carlos Rogers, I know we're not expecting a lot out of him. More of a developmental player coming out of the third round. I believe it was the third or fourth round we drafted him, right? He's playing at left guard, and it was Genty's second carry. Genty gets a run to the left, and the linebacker from Seattle shoots the gap, and Rogers, I don't know what, he didn't even block anybody on this play. Like he just like let people run right past him, and it was disgusting to watch, bro. It was the film on Genty's carry. I just don't understand how people can call Genty a bust without really like looking into the film or even on broadcast. Like even if you got to record the game and go back and watch it, like do that. But to call him a bust, disgusting work to call Genty a bust after 3 carries, or even just saying he didn't have a good game at all. Bro, where is it? Not this one. It might be. It might be in this one. No, that's next gen stats. Go to the games. Not that one. I don't. Preseason, you dummy. Preseason. No, because it's giving me like the full all-22, and I don't want the full all-22. I want it to be broken down in plays. I'll find it, you guys. Give me some time. I'll find it. But basically, Rodgers, he as soon as the ball is snapped, the linebacker is shooting the gap, and Rodgers just lets him. I mean, he of course he doesn't let him, but he reacts late. The linebacker gets to the backfield. Genty breaks the tackle, and then to the left of him, Mumford doesn't even allow an escape route. He gets pushed to the side. Defender comes in, and Genty has no escape route. Genty gets tackled for like a loss of 3 on the play, a loss of 4. I didn't see his. I don't think I've seen his third carry yet, because I think I was like flipping along different plays. But just based off of what I've seen, this offensive line has to get it together, you guys, because if there's no offensive line, there's no Genty. There's no offensive line, there's no Geno having time. What is the number one thing people said about talking about, oh, Geno's going to have a better season, was he had a better offensive line. Preseason week 1, not going to, overreact, but definitely did not like what I seen from the offensive line. And because that is where games are won and lost, is in the trenches. And the Seattle defensive line had their way with our offensive line. Even Meredith at the center position. I'm going to say this, and I think we can all agree. I think JPJ needs to be at the center position. I will continue saying that until the Raiders do it. Yes, is he good at the guard position? From what I've seen, he did play good, well at the guard position. I liked a little bit what I seen from him. There was a little bit some plays out there where he got pushed around. But Meredith, I don't feel confident, guys. I'm gonna say it right now. I don't feel confident with him at the center position. The way he was getting pushed around, and he didn't really have anything that stood out. That was like, okay, I can live with him at the center position. If anything, I'm like, he's getting pushed around by backups from Seattle. Imagine when we go and play Denver, who Denver's defense is going to be nasty, you guys. Going against the Chargers, going against the Chiefs. When we go against the starters, do I feel confident in Meredith being at the center position? I don't. I do not. I don't at all. And it's going to start, and it's going to lead to Genty probably having a poor season if it's going to look exactly like his 3 carries, because there was holes opening up, and Genty's vision darts right to the open hole, and he's trying to get through that hole, but as soon as he hits the hole, closes instantly. And it was really sad to see, because I know we were hyped for Genty, but now I'm gonna address the elephant in the room, and that's the nation. Y'all need to relax, because I'm seeing on social media like, yeah, we drafted a generational type player with the 6th pick. Look what he did. We have our own fan base crying. And you know what's funny? I looked at other fan bases, and they're like, y'all are calling Genty trash? Like, let's have the same conversation by week 8, week 9. And you have other fan bases having more confidence in our running back than his own fan base. That's wild. Y'all need to chill out. And this is crazy coming from me, who has been pessimistic through the entire camp. Y'all need to chill out. Saying, oh, we're going to go 3-14. Oh, I've seen people saying fire Pete Carroll. Like, you guys are crazy. Y'all need to stop playing Madden. Y'all need to stop being a couch GM. NFL Plus is like $14.99 subscription. Can't afford it. Then stop talking shit. I say that because watch film. I am encouraging you guys, watch film, because it's one thing to you're not going to be paying attention to everything on game day. Sometimes you got to go back and you got to go look at the film. You got to go see what worked, what didn't work, why did it work, why did it not work, and why did Genty have the stat line he did was because of the offensive line. It was not on Genty. Genty was trying to do what he could do. He literally, like I said, he shed the block or he broke the tackle off the linebacker. He tried to find an escape route. Offensive line didn't give him one. What do you want Genty to do? You want Genty to fly? You want Genty to jump over 7 feet over a linebacker, over a defensive lineman? What do you want Genty to do? Tell me. What do you guys want Genty to do when there's defenders already in his lap? Like, y'all need to chill out, man. Y'all need to chill out. If you didn't watch the film, if you didn't go back and watch the film, if you didn't go back or even look at, hell, even recorded the game. If you didn't go back and record the game, you didn't look at what happened, bro, don't come to me with, oh, Genty's a bust. Don't come to me with that. Because as soon as I seen the film, because I seen this, I didn't see, I think, because I was trying to figure out how to get the game on. I didn't see the two carries that Genty had. I seen, I think, the last carry that Genty had. Once I seen the film, oh my gosh, bro. Some Raider fans, man. I get it, man. I get it. Like, we've been losing for 20 plus years. We haven't had a good running game in the past, 2-3 years? Y'all need to relax. Put blame where it's deserved. And it was deserved on the offensive line. And it's the zone blocking scheme. I don't know why we keep running the zone blocking scheme when it clearly does not work at all. At all. But before I get behind in the chat, let me acknowledge you guys. Let me see your guys' thoughts. Chronicles, Genty lacks of yards is an offensive line problem. That's exactly what the film showed me. Chronicles. The 3 carries he had, all was often, even the 3 yards, even though he got a gain of 3, he could have got more. Because what happened on the first play the first carry that Genty had, it was like a 3-yard gain. Meredith and JPJ double teamed on the I think it was a defensive tackle. Again, don't know names on Seattle. But then JPJ, he extended, went up to the next level, took the linebacker out, literally took the linebacker out of the play. So he left Meredith one-on-one with the defensive tackle. Meredith got pushed back. And Mumford's on Genty's right. Meredith's on Genty's left. Hole opens up, and then the hole just does this because what was Glaze? Not even Mumford. It was Glaze. Glaze loses his man because guy does a spin move, gets back into the hole, and then Meredith kind of gets pushed back into Genty. So the hole just closes, which ends up in like 3-4 yard gain. And I'll take a 3-4 yard gain. Don't get me wrong, but it could have been for more. Like I said, it could have been for more had the offensive line held up. And then the next play, like I said, with the linebacker shooting, it was just disgusting. Alex M. Zeus did good on a return, but carries weren't shit. Ask a Bum, the O-line is the thing I'm worried about the most. And the thing is, Ask a Bum, this is why I say 9 wins, or maybe even 8 wins, is because there's question. I didn't know how this offensive line was going to look, especially when things were coming out of camp that JPJ was going to be at guard when I thought he was going to be at center. And then Meredith is at center instead of JPJ. Now I'm like, okay, I got to see how this offensive line is going to gel with that, how that's looking. And then there's question marks. Okay, how was the defensive line going to look without the addition of Wilkins? We seen how that looked, and that looked terrible. I'm not hitting the panic button, but I am expecting improvement next week. I'm expecting improvement next week. And sorry about my Wi-Fi. I see my Wi-Fi is glitching now. Am I good, you guys? I see that as glitching. Now I'm gonna actually shut my Wi-Fi off on my phone. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need my Wi-Fi on my phone. No, bro, it was disgusting. I'm telling you, I want to find it because It was probably the most disgusting thing I ever seen. I'm really trying to see if I can find it here. Because like I said, it will be easier for me to find it here than, let me see. Catch all. I don't want live games. Give me the replays. Give me the replay. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let me see if I click on that. I might have it, you guys. Might have found it. Yep, I did find it. I did find it. All right, y'all ready to watch this? I mean, y'all probably not ready to watch it, but y'all ready to watch it? Let me see. All right. Y'all ready to watch it? Let me see. Here, actually, let me catch up in the chat. We'll get going. Stupid to call Genty a buzz. Yeah, it is. It is. Dude, I'm as soon as I heard and you know what's funny, Leak Guy? I don't know if you remember, I had a live show that said to not read anything into that. I think they were just experimenting. Because I thought, I'm like, there's no way you're gonna put JPJ at guard when he's great as a center. He's great as a center. And I was like, there's no reason to put, unless, like I said on Farrell's channel a couple weeks ago, unless it's, or Farrell said it, you're putting your best five out there. I didn't see the best five out there. I didn't. Let me see. Sorry, you guys. Chat's flying. Chat is flying. Hold on. Raiders have more success with power blocking, especially with Genty, Alex. That's the thing. You have a power back in Genty. Like, why wouldn't you run power instead of zone blocking? I would rather Genty take on tacklers because he's that power back. He can break away rather than trying to get him in, running west and east. Have him be a north and south runner. Isaiah doesn't help either with AOC snapping the ball at 1 second. Doesn't, especially because then, they know when the ball's going to be snapped. Chronicles, a lot of new pieces on the O-line, and that takes time to gel. We aren't going to know what we are until week 4 and 5. And yeah, but I definitely want to see improvement, Chronicles. Definitely want to see improvement. Raiders on Twitter have hit the panic button for sure. I like how y'all are calm and composed. Real OGs don't switch up. I'm not. Again, was it nasty? It was nasty, but it wasn't anything I'm like, okay, we're going to have a bad season now. Like, no. Meredith blows low key. Yeah. CGR says, heck yeah. You guys want to see it? Here. I'm going to share my screen. Let me see. Share my screen. And the whole reason I purchased this subscription, usually I wouldn't do it, but I did it because I want to show you guys stuff like this. Let me know if you guys can see it. Give me a thumbs up if you guys can see. I'm gonna full screen it, don't worry, but are you guys able to see? You guys able to see? Give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up. I need we got 9 in the chat. Thumbs up. We good? We good? And then we'll show. I'll show. I think this is his 3-yard run. We'll show the end zone view. We'll show the sideline view. All right, we're good. Got Sally saying, yeah, we can. I said, okay. All right, so I'm just gonna let the play go. We're gonna dissect it. Watch the play through. It wasn't too much from Glaze. Again, I don't blame Glaze here. I don't blame Glaze here because his eyes are in the backfield. So the defender is going to know which way to go, but Glaze has to try to pin him towards the outside and not give him any room to just to break this run. You got to keep him right here. And then Meredith is just going to get into a stalemate, and he's going to get slowly pushed back into Genty. But I like it. Like I said, I like it. 3-4 yards. I'm not mad at it. You know, it's still a positive game. Like I said, could have gone for more possibly, but yeah, let's get to the end zone view. I think the end zone view probably makes it a little bit worse. The sideline made it better than it actually looked. Like I said, I was expecting Genty to cut here. He probably would have had a one-on-one with Bell here. If Meredith like kind of just give him a little bit more push. But bro, watch Jackson Powers, bro. If you're gonna look at one positive, look at JPJ, bro. Getting nasty. Just oh man, taking that linebacker for a ride. Taking the linebacker for a ride. I love seeing that from JPJ, man. Oh man, he took that linebacker for a ride. But this is why I'm saying put JPJ at the center position. I think he would be better. But do you get that? Does that play? How does that play look with Meredith as a guard and JPJ at the center? Who knows? Who knows? Who got blunts? Yeah, it's not bad, Isaiah. Like I said, 2-3 yards. Could it have been more? Yes, it could have been more. And that's why I'm just saying it's a little critique, not too much. But it could have probably been went for more of a game. That's all I'm saying. Now let's get to the one that is probably even worse. And yeah, let me stop sharing real quick. I think it was in the next drive. It was after the interception. Oh, it was a -4. -4. And this one, oh yeah, this one is gonna be so right now the offensive line is left tackle Thayer Mumford, left guard Carlos Rogers. I believe it is Meredith still at the center position, JPJ at right guard, and Glaze at right tackle. Let me go to sideline view. Let me go to share screen so I can see y'all. Here we go. All right. This is the -4 yards. This is the -4 yards of Ashton Genty. I think this is probably the one play a lot of people. This is what really gave him the -3 yards. Really, was this? So you're gonna watch this linebacker right here. He gets first contact with Genty and just no escape route. There's no escape route. I don't know how Rodgers doesn't see this linebacker slowly creeping up to the line. How he doesn't anticipate this linebacker coming up and he's going to come on a blitz. He just whiffs on the tackle, just whiffs on the block. He just whiffs on the block. Let's look at it. It's going to even be worse at the end zone view, but let's look at the end zone view. And I think I got to go back because I think the next one is 3rd and 9. Don't want to see that. All right. Let's go back to the end zone view. So yeah, watch this linebacker is going to shoot the gap. Rodgers is going to miss the block. Genty gets tackled in the backfield, and there's just no escape route for Genty. So let me see if I can get. Man, I'm clicking too fast. Oh wait, no, that's here. Let me stop sharing. Let me get back into the comments. Got to keep aware out there. Rodgers, keep your head on a swivel. Yep, got to keep. And like I said, he's a developmental piece. He's not. I didn't expect him to come in and just blow up immediately, but that is something that definitely the coaches got to harp on him on. I mean, like I said, the linebacker showing he's coming in on a blitz. Worst case, he drops back in coverage, but you left this gap wide open for him, just wide open. And then let me see, where was his third one? His third one was where was Genty's third penalty? Or sorry, I'm going through the things and it's just penalty after penalty. We're gonna definitely get into the penalties. It was disgusting. Also, where's Genty's? Well, I don't know where his third carry is. It's not on here. But anyways, we seen the two carries, and Chronicles, you were absolutely right, man. O line needs time together. They are talented, but need time together. They are. They do. They do. And I hope we see them out there again next week. I've said it. If you're gonna run this experiment of Meredith at the center position and JPG at the guard, I want to see this happen in preseason. I want to get as many reps as they can get together in the preseason. So come week one, they're fully gelled, and we're not gonna have stuff like this in week one. Moster had one really good. Yeah, I seen that. It was like 11-yard gain. And yeah, Sincere looked all right. Sincere looked good too. Thoughts on the Chargers LT being out for the season? You never wish injuries on anybody, and that sucks, man. Prayers up to Slater. I wanted to, if we were gonna beat the Chargers, I want to beat them at full strength, man. I want to beat them at full strength. I don't want Chargers fans to have excuses like, oh, Slater wasn't out there. That's why Max had like 3 sacks or Kuntz had 2 sacks. Like, I don't want excuses. I don't want excuses. Speedy recovery to Slater. I hope he comes back next season. Hopefully, he doesn't come back, full strength against us. Of course, I want him back at full strength. Want him to, recover well. But yeah, man, it sucks to see injuries are part of the game. But it's good that he got his bag. It's good that he got his bag before it happened. That's for sure. Isaiah said, I like Locky Tossie and Booker. I didn't see, I gotta go, like I said, I only got to like the second, little half of the second quarter. I think Tossie came in the fourth, right, Isaiah? And then Booker came like middle of the third. I'm definitely excited to see what the second half has to look forward to in regards to film. I'm excited to see what that happens. But now let's get to the ugly, you guys, and that is our quarterback. Our quarterback 2, if you so if you want to call him our quarterback 2, because after yesterday's game, I don't know if he's going to be our quarterback 2. I really don't. I don't know if he's going to be our quarterback 2. And I'm gonna show you guys why I don't think he's gonna be. I don't even got to show you guys why. We've seen what happened. 2 ugly interceptions. Aiden O'Connell's stat line was 18 for 30, 205 yards. He had 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. He had a passer rating of 63.9. The thing is, you guys, I've seen people saying that it's a new system. Offensive line wasn't helping. If you blame the offensive line for Genty, you got to blame the offensive line for Aiden. No. Because those 2 interceptions were disgusting. Just disgusting. It was disgusting to look at. First interception Aiden O'Connell had, it was a underthrown to, I believe it was to Thornton, right? It was to Thornton. I'm trying to pull it up because I do have it pulled up. I just got to go to the sideline because watch Thornton. He's gonna get separation, and if this ball is thrown in front of him, this is a touchdown. I don't care what anybody says. This is a touchdown, and Thornton would have had a nice game yesterday. He would have had a nice game yesterday. He had a nice game yesterday, or he would have had a nice game. So watch Thornton down here at the bottom. Let it play. I'm gonna let it play out, and he's gonna get a little bit of separation. You throw it out in front of him. That's a touchdown all day, every day. That is a touchdown all day, every day. Now, Aiden is not going to be the starter. Gino is likely going to be, Gino is the starter. I don't even know why I'm saying likely. He is the starter. There's like 9 times out of 10, Gino's going to hit this, and this is a touchdown. But this, you gotta hit this. You gotta hit this, man. You gotta hit it. So underthrown. So underthrown. You gotta hit it. I'm not gonna go to the end zone because it's not really gonna be. But him getting that open, how do you miss? How do you miss? I like Aiden. He shift to his right. Just terrible, terrible throw. Terrible throw, man. Just a there's no excuses on that. No excuses on that. You can't blame the offensive line. You can't blame um you can't blame play calling. You can't there's no excuses for this at all. There's none. And yeah, bro, I agree. That ball should have been out by the 45. Like about right there, Isaiah. You're right. About like right here, ball needs to be gone. Because you see at that point, what's crazy, he's looking at Dante. He's looking at Dante. He's looking at Dante. He's looking at Dante. And he late throw. No excuses. No excuses on it. It was just that was nasty. And then the second interception, and you know what? And I'm not gonna. This isn't beating up on Aiden O'Connell like, oh, he's just. I mean, I don't want to say he's trash, but at the same time, it's like, damn, he had a bad game yesterday. He did have a touchdown, and he did have some nice throws out there. But here's what my issue is with Aiden O'Connell, you guys. He's inconsistent. He'll have good throws. He'll have good throws here and there, and then he's always due for something like this. He's due for something. He's like, he'll have nice throws here and there, and then he's due for something like this. I'm gonna let it play out. I'm gonna get your guys' thoughts. Just got baited. Now he did get rushed. He did get hit. Got a blitz to the right. But here's the thing. Everybody knows. Wherever the blitz comes from, what side of the field do you throw it on? I know, Alex. I gotta see, because the thing is, I didn't hear a lot of DCam even in coverage, which is crazy because I didn't hear anything on him. And I definitely got to go back because, like I said, I want to see how DCam performed. And like I said, I was having issues trying to get the game up. Alex, if you can send me on Instagram here, I'll put it at the bottom. It's at Raiders Primos. If you could send me some plays that he was on, I could go back, or even how long he played, just so I could look at the film. Because like I said, I'm not gonna come on here and give a guy praises if he didn't play well, and I'm not gonna beat up on a guy if he did play well. I want to see it, because like I said, it's one thing watching it, watching the game live and just watching it. The film is actually going to tell you the story. The thing is, look who's open right here. Everyone was talking about Jack Besh. That he just disappeared. Hello. Look at who's right here. See what film tells you? See what film tells you? See what film tells you? Like, because I was concerned too. I was like, Jack Bash had one catch and then he just disappeared. But look, right here, he should have had probably a second catch right here. Probably would have got blown up right here. But you got one guy right here, one guy right here. This ball should not be thrown right here. He got baited. He probably, corner is looking into the backfield, seeing the eyes, read the play. Nice play by the corner. Jumps the route, gets the pick there. Ball shouldn't have been thrown. I would have. Best probably would have got blown up, but man, give Best a chance. Give Best a chance here. The thing is, he's staring down the receiver. Is he staring down the receiver? Hold on. I'm going to go to the end zone view. Is he staring down the receiver? Because Bash is going to come over the middle. Probably would have been a safety. It would have been a safer pass to Bash. Blitz comes from the right. Yeah, it's all just looks all the way to the left. He's just locked into the left. Not a good look. Not a good look. Definitely not a good look. Yeah, he got. Was it? He did have another target. I thought he had that one target only. Let me see. Oh no, he did have another target. Okay, I thought he had one. That was his only target. Like I said, watching the game live, you know, you don't see it. You only see so much, or you only remember so much. Definitely got to go. But yeah, Alex, if D Kim got cooked on coverage, and again, not feeling good about it. Not feeling good about it. Those were some plays that stick out to me when I was watching it. Also, actually, I wanted to pull up Palomalu's I want to pull Palomalu's interception up because let's show some good. You know, we're not gonna just show some bad. Let's show some good. Let's show Isaiah Palomalu's interception. Great read by Palomalu. Like, I'm excited to see what we're gonna get from this kid. Just great from dissecting, from knowing the play, from his play recognition, and then his eyes in the backfield. He just followed the quarterback's eyes. That's all. That's all he did. He followed the quarterback's eyes, led him to the ball, but also just knowing the route concept. Palomalu's right here, you guys. Keep your eyes on Palomalu. He's gonna look into the backfield, follow Locke's eyes, but he's also gonna recognize what route concept is coming. Just amazing play. And here's where I went from ooh to even just like so right when Locke is also staring down the receiver. So Palomalu knows the ball probably is gonna come over here. And as soon as all Palomalu sees, he can't see it because of the logo. But as soon as I try to slow it down a little bit. All he needed was this windup already breaking. He's literally running this route with the receiver. Like, let's give Palomalu some flowers here. Already breaking to the basically running the route with the receiver. Nothing the receiver can do there. Nothing the receiver that can do there. Locke maybe just getting caught staring down a receiver, but still the anticipation from Palomalu as soon as Locke winds up, just immediately breaks. Can't say any more good. And then there is one. And then Thornton had a nice catch. I do want to point that out. He had where is it? Was it a punt that was on here? It was the first drive that he came in, that Aiden O'Connell came in. He had a nice pass to Dante Thornton. And it was beautiful catch. Gonna go back to sideline. Sorry, you guys. I'm sorry I'm showing y'all a lot of film, but like I said, film is gonna be backing up my claims of what I'm saying. I'm saying Thornton had would have had a nice game, because just this was a nice catch. Now I'm going to have one issue with this route concept that he has. Beautiful catch though, amazing catch. But here is my issue. Now the refs were very flag happy, and we were getting, I believe, let me see how many penalties we had as a team. It felt like we had like 20. Felt like we had like 20 penalties. We had 10 penalties for 80 yards. Not gonna lie, you guys, this was lucky to not be an 11th. And I say that because I think this is offensive pass interference, because it seems Dante just runs up, kind of it looks like he just straight blocks the guy, pushes him out the way, which is why he got separation. I don't know. I want to get your guys' thoughts on this because it looks like the corner braces for the contact and he just gets like pushed away. Like I don't know what happened in the route but I'm just saying, here's the thing: Dante cannot get comfortable with doing that because they didn't throw a flag here, but refs are different. Every ref is different. You do that again, I believe that's going to get called for an OPI, but hey, still a great catch though. Still a great catch. I'm not going to take anything away from Dante. Just be careful with that. But amazing catch from Dante. Amazing catch from Dante. Let me see. Besh had another target that he just wasn't able to bring in. CGR, IPM is a dog. Oh, bro, he's showing it. Isaiah, cornerback, made a great play to agree with Ali. Yeah. Refs love to get on TV. They do. That's the only time they're going to get shine. ASAP, wait till Jalen Milroe from the Seahawks gets some game just from learning and setting the bench by a couple of games. He will be ready. Hopefully, Seahawks looking legit. And of course, it's all about reps. It's all about reps and repetition. And the more reps that Milroe gets, hopefully, he can transcend and take over for the Seahawks as a longtime starter. But I think there was a play from what I remember watching the game. One of our linebackers came up because Milroe was ready to run. He tucked it, was getting ready to run. The linebacker was coming up, and it forced him to throw, and it was a turnover. It was a turnover on downs play. Amazing defense from us, but that's one of the things Milroe has to work on. No, you don't want to. You want to kind of play poker face kind of with the defense when you're kind of tucking and running because he tucked it, linebacker came up and he just didn't really know what to do with it. Yeah, Alec Milroe's always been dangerous running, just needs to refine his passing skills. Yep, exactly. I agree. Let me get this off the screen real quick. CGR, those zebras definitely attention hungry. Yeah. I think it was Mont. I don't know how to say his name, but he had a block. Yeah, he had a block field goal. I don't know his name though. I don't know. It's like, what is it? It starts with an M. It's like Muam. I don't know how to say it. ASAP, you just need two sponges, soak it all in. At the end of the day, they're playing the kids' game. Yeah. It's all good, Isaiah. It's all good. But I'm gonna give some studs and some duds. Studs, one stud. I'm gonna give 3 studs, 3 duds. 1 stud, gotta give it to Isaiah Palomalo. Amazing interception, like I said, like I showed there. Amazing interception, great read on the play development, on the route concept that was happening there, and just the anticipation. As soon as he seen that Locke was getting ready to just launch that, he bit on it, and he made the right read on it. Jamal Adams also 3 solo tackles. He was fast as the linebacker position, sideline to sideline, really impactful in the running game. Didn't really see how he played in the passing game, but I didn't hear any bad things about Adams in the passing game. So hopefully Jamal can stay healthy. Maybe do we see him next week against the Winers? If we do, hey, let's keep that momentum going. And then Dylan Labe, got to give a lot of love to Dylan Labe. That dude kept the Raiders in the game, along with Cam Miller and company. A lot, and Cam Miller, man, there's a lot of studs. Cam Miller, also got to give some love. Got to give some love to Shedrick Jackson. Got to get and come to find out, my dad told me last night that he's Bo Jackson's nephew. Go figure. Also got it from Sean Johnson and my guy. Like, I was like, oh, small world. And Shedrick, he made some plays out there. Collier made some plays out there, had some nice runs, had a long of a 16-yard run, led the Raiders in rushing, 9 carries, 42 yards. there were some bright spots, you guys. The first half looked ugly, but that second half, really loved what I seen from the players. From our third stringers, they're fighting out there. They did not give up. They did not give up. Loved what I seen from those guys. Who on the defense? I gotta give another one on the defense. Who else? You guys. You know what? Gotta give some love to Tyree. Gotta give some love to Tyree Wilson. He had 2 total tackles, 2 solo tackles, and I think they for tackles for losses. Thought they were. No, they put them that they were not. But he had 2 tackles. He seemed to get off the line a little bit faster, y'all. A little bit faster. So maybe Tyree's putting it together. But again, I want to see a little bit more before I say he's gonna like have a big year. I mean, a big year for me is like 6 sacks. So if we can get that out of him, that'll be a solid season for me if Tyree does that. But yeah, you guys, not too in regards to the defense, I really do got to go back in that second half and see some film and see who is some more studs. I know Booker had some nice plays shown, but from the offensive standpoint, Cam Miller, Cedric Jackson, Dylan Labe, what a second half that they had. Really, really excited to see what they do next week. Some duds. You got to put Aiden O'Connell out there. Just inconsistency. I want to put the offensive line as a whole. I did not like what I seen from the offensive line. Just even the up until the fourth quarter, they seemed to clean it up a little bit. Dylan getting a long run. Running game started picking up. Cam was having some time in the pocket outside of that one sack that I don't know why he didn't escape. He seen the guy coming right to him. But yeah, there was a lot to be desired from the offensive line almost the entire game. And you can even argue the defensive line as well. They let's put the lines together, the offense and the defensive line. A lot to desire. Like next week, I do not please. We have this. If I'm turning on tape and it's the same thing that it was last night, we're gonna have some issues. We're gonna have some issues. Who could be another dud? Trying to think here, y'all. Because outside of the offensive line, and I know I can say Ashton Genty, but I really don't want to beat him up because can't control when you got defenders in a lot. But can't really think of another dud. I mean, you want to put Carlson on there? I mean, he had a nasty field goal, and then he got the potential game winner blocked. You could probably put Carlson up on there, but I'm not too worried about. I want Carlson to start missing kicks in preseason, come regular season, so he can start, banging those field goals in. But let me see. ASAP says, Primo, may I ask a personal question? Did you play quarterback by any chance? You really come off intellectual, wicked smart on some Matt Dame-ish. Y'all OGs on some good. Will Hunting always love getting the game. No, okay. I never played like in high school. I never played like football like that, but I always loved the game. I always loved studying the game. And quarterbacks is a position I fell in love with, just studying because, it's the most important position in football. And even when I played with my friends, I loved playing quarterback. I loved just, again, studying the game from a quarterback standpoint because, again, they are the most important position. If you do not have a smart quarterback on your football team, you're likely not going to win a lot of games. Plays are likely not going to work. So yeah, I've tried to adapt, and I try to become smarter and just study more. I continue trying to just feed myself football information every single day, studying quarterback tendencies, studying quarterback reads, learning play calls, learning what quarterbacks are looking for on a play, learning defenses. Because I want to be smarter, not just for myself, but for you guys. When I come on here, I just don't want to spit bullshit. Okay. Being truthful. Okay. I want to come on here and give you guys the truth and nothing but the truth. And also educate you guys too. Maybe some things that you don't know, and I want you guys to educate me. Maybe there's things I don't know that you guys know. We're football. We love football. We love the Raiders. You love the Chargers. At the end of the day, we all love football though, and it never kill somebody. That's why I always say when people are calling Gentry a bust, it's not going to kill you to go look at film or learn a little bit more. Like that's why I do this. I want to learn more from you guys, not just talking football, but I want to learn more about the game. That's why I watch guys like Grav. I watch guys like Wasted, Big Mike, Hammer, Andy when he was live, and other Raiders content creators, and even the AFC West show that Grav has, like hearing other fans from other teams. I want to get more knowledgeable about the game. I don't just want to come on here and just talk bullshit. I want to get more knowledgeable. That's why I try to be not just be respectful because I want to be respectful. My parents have always raised me to be respectful with others, but I want to be able to grow relationships with people who are knowledgeable about the game because I want to learn more. I want to learn more about the game outside of quarterback ASAP. I want to learn more about defense just for the sake of learning about defense, not for a quarterback standpoint, just for the sake of defense. Same with offensive line. I'm not really knowledgeable about the offensive line. I know a little bit, but not like my guy Big Mike. I don't know. I'm not deep like that, and I want to get to that level. But yeah, I love studying the quarterback position. That's probably my main position. I love to study the quarterback position. Alex said Eichenberg. Yeah, Eichenberg. Are you saying he's a stud or a dud, Alex? Let me know, you guys, what's a stud, what's a dud, because kind of behind in the chat, so I don't really know where you guys are leaning with this. I'm kind of new here, so yeah, my bad for the run. No, it's all good, bro. It's all good. It's all good, man. Sorry for kind of going on a yapping sesh with that. Chronicles, the D-line. I think you're saying that's a dud. I mean, we had one sack, and we didn't really get a lot of pressure at all. So I can say that's a dud, honestly, with a D-line. And the quarterbacks were playing in the division. Can't be giving them steak dinners and time to basically just kick back and relax. You can't be doing that. You got to get pressure. But and also, you guys, a cause for concern. It's our backups, but the thing is, injuries happen. We've seen it around the NFL with Slater, with other guys. Even I think there was a corner. He's out for the year. He just tore his ACL, and it was a nasty. Prayers up to that corner. I don't know his name, but it was a nasty injury. His leg, it was bending away. The leg should not be bending. Prayers up to him. I believe he was a rookie on the Baltimore Ravens roster. Prayers up to him, hopefully for a speedy recovery, but injuries happen. What's a cause for concern is our depth, our second stringers did not look great. Our backups did not look great on the defensive line. And we got Malcolm Kuntz coming off of an injury. We got Max Crosby coming off of an injury. God forbid that injury happens again to those guys, and we have to rely on our backups. Seeing what I seen yesterday did not make me confident that, hey, injuries are happening. If we have to call some of these guys up to start, I'm not feeling too good about that. I heard good things about Trey Taylor, Alec. I did. I heard good things about Trey Taylor. I didn't want to give him a stud because me personally, I didn't see anything out there. Again, got to go look back at the film, but I did hear he was solid out there. Chronicles, I'm 60 and still want to learn more. Let's go. Yeah, bro, we could always learn more about the game. We could always learn more about the game. ASAP, yo, watch Raider Primo. Checked out Jared Verse. Go on Rich Eisen and hear how it describes Matt Stafford's memory. It's mind blowing. He doesn't just have photographic memory, but he has the memory of years. I'm definitely gonna check the Jared Verse. Jared Verse. I'm actually gonna just search that up right now, just so I don't forget. Jared Verse. But like I say, you guys, we can always get more knowledgeable about the game. No one's smarter than another person. Like, we could always get more knowledgeable. I'm not smarter than you, and I would never claim to be smarter than you guys. I'm still learning. I'm 26 years old, and I'm definitely going to be learning a lot. I would say this. I haven't really gotten to watching football until 2011, but I haven't really started studying football until probably 2021, basically like 4 or 5 years ago. To where, like, I'm watching film, I'm watching, people break down plays, watching, quarterback comp sense, where they're looking for. It's been 5 years since I've been really, and I'm still learning. Isaiah, dude from Baylor was pretty bad. UDFA linebacker. I forgot his name. If you could give me a number, Isaiah, if you can find that number. I mean, I forgot his name. There's a lot of guys out there. I was saying their numbers because I didn't even know their name. But definitely, if I find it in film, I'll bring it up in a future live, and maybe it might click. But we'll see. Chronicles, and appreciate ASAP with the kind words, man. I played defensive tackle in semi-pro. I got to try with a pro team, and bot lines suck. Hey, that's dope, Chronicles. I mean, I wish you went pro, man. I wish you went pro. Matt Jones, is that the linebacker? I know he didn't look good. Yeah, he didn't. I know Matt Jones. Is it Matt Jones? Because he didn't look. He did not look good. Oh, it is Matt Jones. Okay. Yeah, he didn't look good out there. He definitely did not look good out there. Definitely did not look good out there. Let me see. CGR life's one long learning session. Yeah, man. It is. Chronicles. I started watching in 1973. I love this game. Me too, man. I love. Like I said, I started watching football. Like I was always a Raider fan from the womb, but I didn't really start watching Raider football until like I was 2011. So I was about 12, 13 years old. And like I said, I was just watching. Then I found, I found the content creators. I found people actually talking about the game and dissecting it. And I fell in love with that. I wish I went pro, but Jerome Bettis cracked my skull. Oh, man. Hey, he was a beast. He was a beast. But, man, I'm sorry. Sorry that happened, man. Sorry that happened. I would. Hey, if I knew you would, if you did go pro and you came in my child about, bro, Chronicles is going like the next Hall of Famer. Nah, but man, sorry you went through that, man. Like, but it is always nice though, Chronicles, to have people who actually took their talent and either whether it's semi-pro, pro, like they actually try to go somewhere with that talent. Like I said, me, I didn't even try out for high school. Did I want to? I did, but I'm 5'5", and I was kind of on the short end of the stick. So I didn't really have the size there. I didn't really fit, but I love the game too much to not be involved some way, somehow, whether that was studying it and just watching from, whether that was an analyst standpoint, whatever the case may be. I love football. I love the Raiders, but I love football too. I could talk about the 31 other teams if I have to. Probably not as knowledgeable as some of their fans, of course, because I don't really follow their fan bases or their teams like that. But definitely love just talking football. But yeah, you guys, it was an ugly week 1 game, but 2023 tie. Raiders came back. Cam Miller. I want to see him start against the Niners next week. I don't think Aiden deserves to start, given that, like I said, the performance he had, and also I want to see what Cam Miller looks like with a little bit of better competition, rather than just seeing him play against third, fourth string guys that are probably going to be on the practice squad, probably not make a team. He balled out there. I want to see the same with Cedric Jackson, get him some more reps, but also I want to see him play a little bit of higher level of competition. And the trenches, man, got to show some improvement next week against the Niners. And I don't know if this rumor is true. I'm going to look into it. But apparently Pete was saying that he might play the starters again next week. Don't know how true that is, you guys. Again, I only heard it from one source, and I usually don't hear anything from that source. I don't know how credible they are, but I'm going to read into that. I don't know how true that is. But yes, CGR, F the Winers. I hope anyone who's traveling out there to Vegas for the game, hope y'all stay safe. I hope y'all have a blast out in Vegas. I'm actually heading out to Vegas later in this month. Going to take my beautiful girlfriend out for her birthday to Vegas. Wish I could have hit up a game out there, but it is to celebrate my woman, and the one that deals with my anger management, if you so will, when it comes to the Raiders. She literally told me yesterday as I was getting ready, I'm decked out in my Raider gear, and she literally told me, she's like, "It was nice knowing you. I'll see you back in February." I'm like, it ain't that serious. Like, you still gonna see me. Like, you could be next, you go watch the game with me. But like I said, you guys stay safe out there. Hope you guys enjoy the game, and hopefully you guys see a better performance than what we seen last night in person. But on the way out, you guys, thank you guys. First of all, I want to say thank you guys. And I say that every show, I know, but truly, truly thank you. You guys do not know how much I appreciate you guys. We just reached 540 subscribers. You guys, we are closing in at 600. We need 60 more subscribers, guys. Get this channel, spread it like wildfire. Spread it like wildfire. Just get this channel out. Anybody that loves football, loves Raiders football, loves just, like I said, just talking football, send them this way. We love talking football over here at Raiders Primos. We love dissecting the game. We love just not talking Raiders. We love talking, like I said, football in general. Love and appreciate every single one of you guys. I can't stress that enough, because without you guys, there's no Raiders Primos. There's no channel without you guys. So I appreciate you guys. Stay safe out there. Be respectful to one another. We need a lot of that in this world. There's no reason for disrespect out there in the world unless it's given. Someone comes at me with disrespect, yeah, you're gonna get it right back. But hey, be that person that sends a respect out there in the world. Be that light that people need. I'll see you guys in the next show. We'll likely have a preview show previewing the Winers. We'll be live Monday. 3:30, same time, breaking down practice, breaking down any news we're hearing. I'll try to see if I can maybe schedule some shows with Pharaoh and Severe again. Maybe I can see what Nate's up to. We can get a show together. Definitely going to try to reach out to some more content creators. And yeah, you guys, I don't think I have anything else to say, but yeah, I just appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I don't want to leave, but it is an hour. Gotta get a nap in before I go get the girl, go get my wifey. She's not my wifey. We're not married yet, but I think she's gonna be my wifey in the future. She puts up a lot for when it comes to the Raiders and me. So definitely gonna put a ring on it. I don't know when, but it's definitely gonna happen. Chronicles, hey man, hit me up. Here, let me put it real quick. Down at the bottom. Those are our socials. That easy way to get in contact with me. Those are the socials down at the bottom to get in contact with me. If you want to DM me, send me any Raiders news. Send me if you want to collab. Hey, I'm good to collab with anybody as long as they keep it respectful throughout the nation and they collab with any. They're respectful with any of the guys that I mess with. Like I said, I got to give shout outs to Graf. Got to give shout outs to Wasted, because those are and Andy, Hammer, Big Mike. I give and Cane Town. I give shout and Pharaoh and Severe. I give shout outs to those guys mainly due to the fact that the channel grew because of them. So that's why I always am going to give them their props, because Raiders Primo started because of them, and I give them all the credit in the world, and credit to you guys. So thank you guys. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Monday, we're gonna be live 3:30 p.m. Hit that bell so you guys are not missing anything when we go live. Also hit that subscribe button. Also hit that like on the way out, and also share this like wildfire. Share it like wildfire. Love y'all. Appreciate every single one of you guys. Peace.